to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
My favorite symbol is the tree of everything. Hi everyone, how are you today? I wasn't sure if I should go on Instagram. I wasn't sure. I really feel bad not going on Instagram. So I think I'm gonna go on Instagram real quick. Give me a second. Are you going back to work? Really? Pandemic work. It's called pandemic something. It's called pandemic something. Okay. So, are you going back to work? That's what I need to know. I don't know what I mean by that, right? We're in the middle of a pandemic still. I'm going to say this once. I'm going to say this twice. Spirit told me it will not end until around November 2023, right? So if it doesn't end until November 2023, and many of us like working from home, right? What empowering, feelings are you all getting? Like, what's happening to you? Like, let me know. Let me know below in a video. Let me know in the comments in IG. But, like, it's just not 2019 anymore. I love saying that. I love saying it is so not 2019 anymore, right? Because in 2019, we were zombies, right? We complained about getting up to go to work, right? You remember those feelings. Oh, turn the alarm off. Turn it off. I need 15 more seconds. I need 15 more minutes. I remember doing that. And I hated to work. Hated it. Hated the 9 to 5 thing. But I loved being around people. And so, what is that? And then if I had a child now, I'd love to stay home. I was, God bless, oh my God, God bless you. I was very fortunate when I was raising my child. My ex-husband, really took what he was supposed to do with child support, and that allowed me to work part-time. And so when my son got out of school at 4, I was out of work at 3 or 3:30 and picked him up from school. Like, I love stuff like that. I picked him up from school, and then we would have these conversations about how his day was as we were going home. And I love that part of mommying. And so I kind of never really worked really, right? Sometimes I was forced to work a 9 to 5, and I hated it. I hated working 9 to 5. And so you all are just catching up to where I've always been. And most metaphysical people are like that, right? We can't seem to find our space anywhere in the real world. We do what we have to, but it's like, So we tend to bounce around a lot in jobs. We tend to move a lot in jobs. Please forgive yourself, metaphysical people, if you're moving again, right? It's kind of like in the moving, how do you get to meet up and change the molecular cells of how people are thinking and how they're feeling, unless you, you're the fairy, go out and find like who needs you, right? pandemic hit. Guys, the pandemic hit, and finally you guys were in my world. I love saying that. Welcome to my world. Stuck in the house, working from home. And at first you all were complaining. I can't do that. And then you discovered you save money on gas. You save money on clothes. You figured out all you had to do was wear a jacket up top and you can have on your PJs in the bottom. And now it's a year and a half later, right? We didn't think it would last this long, right? And now, supposedly, the government, the CDC, they're all saying, we're going to go back to normal. Joke, people, joke. But I'm not stepping in front of the CDC. It's a joke, right? And so companies are saying, hey, guys, we're going to put out a survey. Do you want to come back to work? Let's figure out what that looks like. Is it hybrid? Is it this, that, and the third, right? We're still in a pandemic, people. I promise you. But now you all are saying, whoa, 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 whoa. What is this work thing? I have been productive at home. I've been getting the job done. You know, my babies walk in a room during Zoom. It does not affect me. Nor does it affect the public that's watching me or affect the meeting that I'm in. It turns out I could do a better job at home. Right? And companies, most times you're paying for 3-4 floors of real estate. I think it's time to, what is it when you divest? I think it's time to divest that real estate. I think people want to work from home. And they want to work from home so much, they're starting to show the resistance, right? Restaurants are saying, we can't open today because nobody wants to come to work. Well, guess what, restaurants? You pay $2 an hour. They don't even make money on tips because not enough people are coming in during the pandemic to balance out your $2 an hour. So yeah, people are saying, nope, nope, nope. Not coming to work. Quitting my job. None of this is worth it. I know in California, you have to have a headshot. You got to be the most beautiful person to be a waitress, to be a waiter. Let me tell you something. Those people that take your food, they are gorgeous because they look for the prettiest people ever. Screw you, restaurants. That's mean. That is so mean. CJ, I thought you showed something where you just got a new, that's the new job is the one that you're going back to. Yeah, go back to it. They lost their grip on people's minds and they don't know what to do. You must work. You must have an appraisal, a performance plan. In 3 months' time, we will measure what you look like. In 6 months' time, we will have a conversation about this. And in 1 year time, we're not ever going to tell you you're the best employee. Because let me tell you something. I was the best employee. I was the best employee wherever I went. But we're not going to give you A's because we want you to do better. Do better than being the best? Are you kidding me? I'm the best. If I wind up with a B on my performance appraisal, somebody dies. Somebody dies. Like, I am so hurt that you can't think. And I had an employee say that to me. Well, you know, the reason why we can't give you all A's, Tracy, because there's no room for growth. And I was like, no, I'm at growth. And I'm consistently at growth. So don't make me grow more. I'm there. I've maturated. I'm born. I'm a baby. Do you understand? Like, don't do me like this. And then to find, like, they gotta find something. Like, who does this? They gotta find something to say, well, although you take care of the clients very well, we think that you spend too much time on the clients. Where in my job description does it say I'm not allowed to spend 10 minutes extra with a particular client? Where? Because I will fight, and I will fight. I will literally rebuttal my appraisal for dumb things because you want to give me a B on the check mark. Unacceptable behavior, employers. And you know what? People don't want it. They don't even want your money anymore. Women can't even go back to work. There's such a problem with daycare that women are going, oh, I wanted to be a powerhouse at work, but now I don't know. Maybe I'll just stay home and raise my children. The priorities have just shifted. And it's not that, women are like losing in the workforce. They're just like giving up the ghost. I don't want this anymore. It was always a man's world anyway, and it was too much of a struggle. And guess what, employer? You didn't pay me as a woman. So maybe I'll just stay home and take care of my kids. Maybe I'll show you I don't need you. I have the power. What's everybody saying? Exactly, Tracy. I was penalized for not sharing best practices that I developed for my department. That's what I'm talking about. They do not want to pay your worth. Yep, that's why you did not get that. Oh, Teresa, I know that. Yep, they always try to find something. And then, for some reason, the money doesn't match. When you are the best operating employee, not in the form of competition, right? I usually wind up with companies where everybody's really good. So it's not in the form of competition, but you're not even giving me the money I deserve. I can't get the highest range. I'd rather teach from home. I get it, Jeanette. My prayer is that you get to continue to teach from home. Oh, Lisa, don't even talk to me about rideshare. They are quitting too. It's hilarious. They're quitting, and it's forcing Lyft and Uber to charge more. That really pisses me off because right now I don't have a car. I had a car accident before the COVID hit. And because we were in a pandemic, I chose not to get a car. I chose. And then June hit, and everybody was like, Tracy, go get a car now. But something told me, no, don't get a car. And then winter hit, September hit, fall, winter. And I was like, oh, I don't need a car. I don't think I need a car. And I still don't have a car. But I really don't know if I need a car, right? I don't know if I need it. And so, I don't mind Ubering, but then they charge a lot of money for Uber. I mean, a lot. And it never used to be that way. Like, I know how much it costs to go to my nearest post office. And I swear to God, it's like $3 more. That's unacceptable. But one of the drivers told me it's because they don't have drivers anymore. Look at that. Of course your son doesn't want to go back to school. The Zoom babies do not want to go back to school. You know who you can convince to go to school still? The kindergartners. Hey, babe, going to school? Okay. Going to school, Mom? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Teenagers, get out of here. You can't convince teenagers to go to school. They're adults. And most schools have to have a questionnaire. And most schools have to say to these prepubescent adults, do you want to come back? Do you know most of them are saying no? Now, I'm not saying you guys have the most educated kids in the Zoom. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying ain't nobody got time for that. And I think it's okay to not be the most educated grouping of people during a pandemic. The one thing you can always catch up on is your education. So since the school systems didn't really figure out Zoom very well, don't worry about it. They will catch up. If they don't catch up next year, they'll catch up in college. Don't drive yourself crazy with what kids need to be doing right now. It's a pandemic. Anybody can die in a pandemic. Do you know that? You, your mama, your daddy, their grandparents. Why are we forcing anything that's so 2019 today? Once we get out of the pandemic, we'll figure out a way to, reinvest in education and reinvest in this, that, and the third, and that, and the third, and this, that, and the 24th. That's what I'm doing now. I'm in school learning new things to enhance my skills. Smart, Black Daddy. Smart. That's what everyone should be doing. A lot of people don't want to go back to work because, they've got entrepreneurship inside of them. They want to try something different. They want to do something different. They want to be about something different. And this is probably the first time they've had a chance to relax, to make it happen, right? Zoom, everybody shut down, and Zoom opened up our world. Look how good God is. God was like, well, I'm going to keep you inside for a couple of years, maybe 3, maybe 4. But don't worry, you'll have access to the world. So everybody's trying to figure out their hobbies and how can their hobbies turn into business. And you know what? Just do it. You know what my son is doing? Learning guitar during the Zoom, to the point where his daughter is, telling him, hey, we got to do music, dude. She's 2. She's not saying that. But she's like, music. That means pick that guitar up. You got things to do. Like, none of this stuff that 2019 brought, none of this zombie-esque, I gotta go to work, get gas, rush to get to work. You're angry. The car next to you is angry. You crash. The car next to you crashes. Like, it's terrible. Oh, this is so terrible. And yet, welcome to my world. That's how I've been living. I've been living a peaceful existence for years. But, I might have been the butt of jokes. Oh, Tracy, how could you stay home? And I don't know. I just did. I was disciplined. I didn't know what I was doing. God was like, oh, so you're going to work from home. And I was like, okay. And he's like, I'll tell you about it later. Okay. But it is what it is. Okay. And I just found a way to allow myself to make it work. And then I just got used to it. You know what my favorite book is? I'll tell you right now. And I couldn't understand why God had me read that book. Anne Frank. Anne Frank is my favorite book. Who knew that an Anne Frank situation was going to come back to us? Well, I knew. God had me read that book, and I held on to it for dear life, trying to understand her mentality in this war-torn place and hiding out because she was Jewish. And how do you live in containment in darkness and just a few feet of height here and a few feet this way, and a whole family lives there? How do you do that? So what came out of Anne Frank wasn't how to hide from the Jews. How to hide from the Germans. It wasn't that. It was like, how do you make your life in the containment that is mandated for your life? COVID. How do you make it work? Well, she wrote in a journal. My son is learning guitar, right? I speak to you. That's my way, right? Still, I did it pre-pandemic. I'm still doing it, except that now I feel like I'm trying to be more encouraging for you all to understand we're not in 2019 anymore. Like any one of us can die tomorrow, and I'm not dying with regret. And I'm gonna go and do whatever I want to do. And that's a period. And I want to invite you all to consider those same things. Oh man, you know what? I forgot to bring my final outcome card. I'm not home. I'm in Washington State. Okay, let me get my glasses on. Let me see what everybody's saying. Hi, Vita Michex. How do you pronounce your name? Text it to me phonetically. Please, sweetie. Look at everybody coming on. Oh, thank you, everyone. Yes, Uber definitely charges more because a normal ride for me was $6. I know. They're really playing games. Huh? I hate them anyway. I hate them all. I hate all rideshare. I pity the people. Hi, Chrissy. That has to. She's thinking about going back. That has to do that. I just hope whatever hike in prices, it's going to the peoples. Are you in prep for your baby boy? Oh. I absolutely adore working from home and being present as I always wanted to be for my kids. I couldn't work with children when I wanted to, just work with my children. My daughter's in first grade. I know, it must be such a good feeling. Oh, Siobhan, you must be a earth sign. Siobhan's like, if I don't make money, it don't make sense. You must be an earth sign. All right. What am I going to look at? What are we looking at? What's the question? Actually, I think they're going to add on an extra year of school eventually. They need to get their money back. So I think it might turn out. I think it's going to turn into, rather than pushing these kids, that they would reduce the hours and up another grade. But I also think if they up another grade in high school, then it's first level college. And then I think college might be 3 years instead of 4 years. I think college is another area where people, they don't want to do this. They don't want to go to college right now, right? You didn't pay for the experience of this type of college Zoom. And so I just think even college has to change. And I also think not only does college have to change, I also think the walk-in experience of college can no longer be. The pandemic will end in 2023, period. That's what I say, and that's what I'm sticking to. This is the new norm, Sense Slate. You all need to walk into the new norm. You're here. Stop acting like it's not here. Walk into, like, this is the new norm. Is it morphing and churning and everybody's trying to figure out? Yes. But we are in your version of the new norm. Okay. Let's just start reading. I agree with you about the pandemic. Thank you, Black Daddy. All right, let's get started. The marriage of spirit and matter. This makes so much sense with the workforce. It has to be hybrid, guys. Not only is it going to be hybrid, your money's going to change, right? So trust and believe you're not going to make the money that you used to make if you're working from home. And that could be part of the incentive or not. So if you take away gas and if you take away the amount of money you spend on clothes to go to work every day and shoes, there will be that deduction in work. All right? They're not going to pay you well to stay home. All right? But work will definitely be hybrid because they can't figure out what they need to do. But I don't want you all to worry. The sun will shine on you, the employee, and shine on you, the employer. All right? This new system has to be deep rooted. And if you look at the hearts on the bottom, this new system is what the peoples will want, and the employees will have no choice. But it is growth for both the employer and the employee. So, employers, it's so much better if you hire companies to start figuring out this plan. It's so much better if you talk to your employees to figure out what it is that they want to do. If you, as an employee, want to survive, talk to your people. Employers, you are not in charge. You do not get to make this so 2019. The people are in charge, and that is a period. Alexi, you're so cute. Remembrance of past feelings and emotions. As long as the peoples remember how miserable they were, how zombie-like they were, they're not going back to work. They'd rather quit. Didn't you guys hear Biden order people to go? Biden was like, go back to work or else I'm going to take your unemployment away. Biden, I don't think that's going to work with the peoples. Ordering people to go back to work when the employees are the most sucky thing they've ever worked for, I don't think it's going to work. They keep remembering how miserable they were. If I had to go back to work right now, I would have a fit. I wouldn't know what to do. I would go back to work just to make them fire me. I know me. I'd be like, okay, you want me to come back to work? Okay. It'd mess up the whole computer system on purpose. Nobody works. Bet you won't get any appraisals because you shouldn't have brought me back. Mystery, magic, excitement. Companies are going to get bent out of shape. Remember, guys, you're in charge. Remember, public, peoples, you're in charge. Do what you love. Look at this card. Do what you love. Companies are going to get bent out of shape because those that don't want to conform to this new world, this new system, how can you grow? All right? Good luck, companies. The peoples will be speaking. Movement, choices, and decisions. Many, many folks will have choices to make. The other thing I wanted to tell you when I saw this card is people want to work remotely, internationally. They want to know that they can literally go on vacation, right, and work from their computer. That's what they want. People want to live in another location and still be able to work. This is what they want. So it's not even like I want to work out of my 3x3 Manhattan apartment, which really sucks. They're more like, I want to go to London and work from there. They're like, I want to go to Amsterdam and work from there. People now want to have an experience and still be able to work. And pandemic said, oh, go ahead. We created the internet for you. Do it. So employers, stop making it a thing. You will lose. The people will win. the companies will lose. We don't need to buy clothes, people. We don't need gas. So you start affecting certain markets out there, and companies are going to have to be like, maybe we better hear the people, because one market affects another market, begots another market, begots this, that, and the third, begots. Watch. You're in charge, even if you don't know it. Okay. But I really feel like you're going to be given the choices. I mean, come on. If I had to, I would work 2 days a week. 3 days home, 2 days in. Just to give a healthy balance of being around people. But if I decide Mrs. Johnson is a pain in my ass, the 2 days that I'm there, excuse me, HR, just put me 5 days at home. Because Miss Johnson is not healthy. I'm very spiritual now. And I can't work with a Miss Johnson. Oh, I know something's missing. I forgot my eye makeup. And it's okay. Oh, my daughter's birthday. My daughter's. Oh, I claim everyone. My granddaughter's birthday celebration is today. I can't wait. Hi, Patsy. People will be working from home. More people will be working from home than ever before. By the time Uranus and Taurus is over, and we got about 3 years, 2 years, I forget, 3 years, more people will be working from home. Companies will conform to your wishes and desires. The transformation is going to begin now up until June of next year. All right. Well, Siobhan, they may not care now, but I'm telling you, the wave of the future is to work from home. Okay? There's a woman out there that's going to make the biggest impression in working from home. Companies are going to have to conform. It does mean that the economy might take a huge hit. I mean, a huge hit. Let me see something. Companies might take a huge hit. And many companies will fold by not recognizing that we are in a new world and that the people have a different desire. If you stick to the old system, the companies will fail, but it could also be a very huge economic crisis, because one problem begots until companies are going to begin to realize people don't need them. I know, right, Alexi? Oh my gosh, she's so cute. She's so cute. I love her. Oh, so nice to come be around family again. I really miss my family. Yeah. It's nice. Try to find a job close to home. Try to find a home-based job. Again, this is a lot of working from home. So who's ever working from home, it is going to be a lot of close attention to detail. They will make the effort. There is a fight. And, employees, y'all are full of it, because some of y'all want to work from home just to not work from home. So good luck with that, too. I know why employers are insisting that y'all come into work, is y'all sneaky. But you're like, yeah, let me work from home, please. Yeah. You'll be in Zoom in a blackout screen sleeping. Yeah, I know you. I know you're going to do that. But again, it's going to have to be something that the employer, one month is the beginning of all of these conversations. It's going to be a lot of these conversations because everyone thinks the pandemic is over. It's not. 11/20/23. It will end. So they're starting to, have these talks, right? Come back to work. Here's a survey. Do you want to go this, that, and the third? The bottom line is, this is going to be split down the middle. You guys can stay home. You guys can go to work. Companies will conform to the ideology of lazy Americans. I promise you. And yet, it's been working. We manage to work very well from home. So, I think it'll be okay. Well, I have to do a whole nother thing on Bitcoin because I just read that Elon Musk dumped all of his Bitcoin after he went on SNL. I just read this just now. After he went on SNL and really dogged Dogecoin, the world is going toward digital currency. What it looks like yet, I'm not like that type of person to really explain. I know the titles is what you all are getting confused about. We will be going to cryptocurrency. We will. Who tops what cryptocurrency looks like? I can't explain that. I don't know if it's going to be Bitcoin. I don't know if it's going to be Dogecoin. I don't know if it's going to be something else. Whatever it is, when the government names it, when the government says, we're going to go toward, and they name their cryptocurrency, then that will become that thing. Because whatever it is, it has to be regulated. Whatever it is. Right now, it's investing. But whatever it is, it's got to be regulated and approved by the government. So I have a final outcome here, but I don't have my book. So it is what it is. I just forgot to bring things. I packed so many things, I forgot to bring my books. So this is angelic protection. Angelic protection. The world has changed. You are in the midst of the change. Many people don't want to go back to work. It does mean making some necessary adjustments. I think while people have the ability to work, they are moving. They are moving out of cities that cost too much. New York City, moving. Los Angeles, moving. Texas, everyone's going to Texas and Florida. And with that being said, take this time to really think about what you need out of life. Take this time, right? We've talked about this before. I've gotten rid of everything in my closet. Everything. I've got my sister that's special needs. So 3 girls live there. I gave 1 batch to them already. I got another batch to give to them. I'm no longer buying clothes. This I have on today, this is a bathing suit cover-up. I'm going to my granddaughter's birthday party in a bathing suit cover-up. No kidding. I only have a tank top underneath and no bra. No bra. I'm free. I'm free from all the rules. All right? And given the choice, given the option, take the option that's most important, that feels most important to you. If you're a people person, you think you need to go to work, go. If you have nobody at home, no children, they're grown, your grandchildren, everybody's moved away, go to work. Go inside and be amongst the masses. There's three of you. But if you've got kids and a husband, or if you're by yourself and daycare and no. By the way, let me tell you something. If I had to work from home, I would still pay for daycare. Get those kids out the house. Give yourself some peace. Pay for daycare. Pay for after-school daycare. Have peace at work. But that's later when the pandemic is over. Right now, everybody's home. All right. You guys will be protected. If you recognize that you're not in 2019, if you recognize you don't need what you used to need, if you recognize you don't need to eat what you used to eat, right? Do you guys remember? I remember working this, but I'm dating myself. I'm going back into my 20s. When a whole lunch meal would be $3 to $4. A whole sandwich and a Coke. Coke was like 50 cents, would be $3 to $4, right? I'm going to have to cut you off Instagram so I can upload it. I love you though. Bye, guys. You guys will be protected. Don't worry. Just let it unravel and stick to your guns. Whoever does not want to go to work, stick to your guns. The companies have to conform. So if they pass out a survey, say, no, I don't want to come to work. And now, it used to be $3 to $4. And then I remember it went up to $5. And I was like, why is this going up to $5? And then $7 for lunch. What is it for lunch now? $15? Don't tell me that. You're making my nerves bad. $15, really? For lunch? $20? Oh, no. Wait, please, guys, please don't tell me you're spending $20 for lunch. $20 for lunch, 5 days a week is what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 100? You're spending $100 for lunch? No. Unacceptable. Very, very unacceptable, guys. Guys, come on. That's not right. Do you see what I mean about letting your income be lowered so that you're not spending $100, because you're spending $100 just on lunch, just for yourself. That doesn't include, breakfast that some of you all buy. And that doesn't include dinner that you have to buy for the whole family. It also doesn't include the fact that you're so tired after doing 10-hour days. Used to be 7-hour days. I remember these things. Then it went to 8.5-hour days. Then it went to 10-hour days. Like, what? And you're so tired, right? Because you've been up since 5:30 this morning to be at work at 8. They keep you there till 5 or 5:30 or 6. You're picking up your kids. And then you're buying fast food at Del Taco. And you're getting fat. And it's just been going on for years. And then you wonder why you're miserable, because whatever you're eating is unhealthy. And this goes on and on. And then what happens? It gets compounded. And then we start blowing up because the foods that we're eating is not healthy for us. It's okay not to work. It's okay to work from home. It's okay not to spend that gas. How much are you guys spending a week on gas? I haven't bought gas in a year. How much is gas in a week, guys? But I don't care if you eat healthy, Siobhan. I care that you're spending $20. That's ridiculous. Can I super chat for a reading? No. No. But look up. It says, let me read it to you because maybe you didn't see it. It says, to have a reading. Oh, I meant to say with me. Go to CHANGO.TraceyBrownlive.com. Most readings the same day. Don't do it for today, but most readings the same day. And I am reading during my vacation. Because I come back to my hotel, I woosah, right? I woosah. And then I do my readings, and then I go spend time with my family. Whose commute is $700 a month? Are you kidding? Like, this stuff is so upsetting me now. $700 a month? What are you taking? The plane? My God, people. Do you see why COVID came into our lives? To stop this. Stop the madness. $125 a week? Is that $500 a month? I can't. I can't. It doesn't matter if it's a tax write-off. That's another joke. That's what they tell you. It's a tax write-off, so don't worry about it. Go ahead and spend the $700 a month. How about you not go after the tax write-off and keep $700, $800 a month and commute a year? A tax write-off? You know damn well the tax people aren't giving you back your full percentage. Don't stop letting them tell you that. Look, Siobhan says not tax write-off in New York. Oh my God, my heart hurts. Can you guys see why COVID is here? Can you see why COVID is like, we got it all wrong. We were trained. Like, we have it all wrong. And God wanted us to stop and rethink and enjoy life. That's what we're supposed to be doing, enjoying life. How many of you actually go to work smiling every day? Good morning. How's your day? Did you have a good night last night? How many of you actually say that to your employees, your employers? I mean, your peers. Well, I mean, I have to tell you, this reading is just to enlighten people about the changes that are coming. Try not to fight the changes. You guys weren't happy. You guys weren't happy. And I hated driving and riding next to someone that didn't appreciate me as a driver. Like, why do I want to argue as I'm driving and commuting to work? Why do I want to start my day like that? Because you're a miserable bitch next to me. Like, I just want to drive and be like, no, go ahead, you go, because you seem like you're in a hurry. I'm not. So go. I don't want to be like, you ain't getting in front of me. What are you doing with my weapon of a car? Accept the change, embrace the change, start calculating how much you're spending anyway, and don't worry if your company says we're going to reduce your income. Live smaller, eat healthier, exercise, walk every day, kiss your children. Tell your children, I love you, not love you. That doesn't resonate. You know, when someone says love you, it's like you get stumped. I love you, Malika. I love you, Chandra. Do you understand? Look them in the eye and say to them, I kind of like being here with you every day. Thank you. Thank your children for showing up in the world. I just want you to start embracing a better life, not irritated because your kids are homeschooled. I just want everybody to consider better. Because if we consider better, then I'm going to treat my neighbor better. I'm going to be better at the grocery store. I'm going to be better at the bank. I'm going to be better in the airport because I'm happy. I'm so happy. All right, guys. As usual. Yes. Yes, Charlie. Zooming dances to my intro. I love it. I love it. The ghetto cooking show. I'm so glad COVID has brought you and your husband together. That's beautiful. Those are the things that I'm talking about. I mean, COVID has broken many people up, but even breaking people up is healthy. People were together and didn't know they shouldn't be together. They spent such little time together that when they came home at different hours, one's coming home at 6, the other one's coming home at 9, you spend an hour at most with someone that you don't really know, that you don't like them. And COVID said, hey, let's get together. Let's do this 24/7. And you won't like her. You won't like him. Get a divorce. Go find other people. Find, where did we get this from? I think it's one of my group mates was like, find that equally yoked person, not the person that was like, I settled. And once I settled, so I didn't like you, but then I can't leave because now we have kids. And now that, no. It's okay. The kids will be fine. Kids would rather their parents be happy. Although most people get really belligerent when they get divorces. It's so sad. Well, how about not maybe I'll meet my husband? How about I'm going to meet my husband? Let's change the words up. Let's be emphatic. All right. I could lecture all day. I worked and would be so tired as shit. I couldn't even think straight. I know. And I would envy those that were free riding their bikes. Right. As I hurried with sore feet to cross the street. Oh. Well, COVID has made it possible for you all to have a different perspective. How it's going to work out, I don't know. It might not be that easy, but it might be mandated. And that's the difference. Is it going to be easy? No. Might it be mandated that change has to occur? Yes. Good girl, Janelle. I'm going to post it because now the universe gets to see it. My angel guys get to see it. And they're going to talk to your angel guys. And we're going to get that man together for you. Yes. Oh, yes, we will. Siobhan, depression is normal. This was a massive change. So I'm a fan of recognizing depression. I'm a fan of counseling. I'm a fan of sitting in this for a minute. It's okay to be depressed. It's normal and it happens. And take the time to understand that if you're depressed, there's something about a situation you're not happy with. And talking with someone will help restructure you so that you could definitely see how you can make some structural changes in your life. But to me, depression is a sign of wanting to acquire some change. Oh, it's not different if you're a widow, sweetheart. No, go volunteer somewhere. It's not different if you're a widow. It's all the same for everyone. It just is. I mean, I'm single. My son is in Washington. And still I embrace how God has designed it for me to be inside my house. But, I took advantage of Zoom. And so I reach the world every single day. And again, Zoom is here for all of us. So find a way to speak to others. Find a way. There's always a way. Always. All right, guys. I could just lecture for another hour. I love you. The reading is over. There will be a hybrid effect that will be long lasting. Thank you, Vitka. Make sure to hit the like, the this, that, and the third, the bell, then press all for notifications. Follow me on Twitter and YouTube. I'm not really a Facebook fan, so I really don't care if any of you come over to Facebook. Twitter, no, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. But I prefer Instagram and I prefer YouTube. I love you guys. Thank you for putting up with me. You are my peoples, and I'm honored to have you in my life every day. Bye.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown Live.